for your world, what it is over here. Whether you hear it now or later, keep on rolling with your brother. It's gonna get greater later. All kind of opportunities coming forth for the children. What the hell is this one? Deep tip on. Run meat, don't you? Meat eater. Ain't nothing wrong with meat. There's more to come. I'm gonna start chronicling a lot of stuff. Basically, health tips, I'm like a big brother in it together. We research a lot of things. I do give advice, but I research these things. Sit with the people, show them how to research things, get information, knowledge, come make their own decisions, come to their own conclusions with sound wisdom. I'm a repairman, my hood support. That's what keeps me thriving. My community, the hood, when they talking about people in the hood. The hood is disgusting. That's like I was just listening to some politicians. They talking about a township, and I'm like, well, they don't know what laws to govern it under and this and that, what affects C and D. And I'm like, whatever state you in, that's what laws. It's common sense, but common sense is not a common tool. You can learn a lot from the dummy too. Don't get it twisted. Because had I not listened to them, maybe I wouldn't have remembered or even thought about it. But care to look it up. Excuse me for 1 second here. It's cleaning time. Well, you always catch me doing dishes. We got some dishes over here that need to be cleaned. I don't know what the hell. I didn't know we had automatic dishwasher. I'm like my mom. Thing will just jump up in there for me. Needs to say some stuff. Oh! You know how them uncles be. Especially our uncles. Our uncles different. Our uncles got game though, Our uncles got real game. All these dookies out here operating. Hey. Real is rare and fake is everywhere. But one thing, that's why I love the hood. The hood keep it a buck. They gonna keep it a buck with you, hate them or love them. You know what you're getting into before you go in. Everybody ain't out to treat nobody or hurt people. It's a different spirit in our community. A lot of our people woke now. They understand that they are a people. In spite of what we've been told all our life, or won't nobody come to here just flat out tell you you're God's people. You are chosen people. You are of the Hebrew. They're not gonna tell you that. And then if you say it, they're gonna look at you crazy. Oh, I picked this information up and I was reading about it, and I see that there's a lot of not just written. There's so much written history from the other nations about it that's telling you that, it seemed like they used a playbook because they knew who you were. I'm talking about those who enslaved your ancestors. While people keep talking about forget about the past, yeah. But we need to rewrite history, family. And we can't go into the newness unless we expose the darkness. People got to know why black people feel like they down on themselves. Because you get taught to be that way. No, you don't have to stay there. No, you don't. But for some reason, some of us act like we didn't get that goddamn memo because we keep following the same patterns that got us there. Who created those patterns? It surely wasn't us. Our ancestors didn't come over here destroying shit. They were a help. So, even and like I heard them talking about coming out of slavery, how our people weren't given A, B, C, and D, but those you did have some that had land. A lot of them had land, family. You were the builders, planters. You know, you were the farmer. Somebody owned it, but they didn't create it or maintain it. They maintained a gun over your head and made and forced you. That's just the truth of it. I know a lot of them gonna be like, oh, why you got to base it on this or base it on, because you need to know the spirit of those you're dealing with. I get tired of hearing all people say come out some damn Democrats and Republicans and what they gonna do. Now the sisters mad, they DEI mad, and they divesting from doing business and corporations. Cool. But you should have been did that shit when they didn't cut the check for the reparations. Maybe if we got that stood on that issue alone, you don't look at the monetary aspect of it. For some reason, you don't see the breaking of generational curses where you didn't have because you were put. The law is on the book, so I can't, because you went through some things that, and y'all were led to believe certain things and act in a certain way, but you wasn't just there stuck. Hell no, black people weren't just there stuck. That's bullshit. I don't think they didn't go snatching those dumbass people that didn't know nothing about it. You might didn't know the English language. You sure knew how to plant seeds. Amongst the people that couldn't plant shit, they would have died off probably. Had it not been for the natives and your people. What the hell? I'm just speaking to a level of being industrious. They quick to say, oh, Africa, but they keep forgetting. Some of us in Africa is connected at the hip bone. A lot of us, And then I just read this article. Well, I didn't read the whole article, but the front line, headline was Biden vows to give $1 billion to Africa. I want to give Africa $1 billion for what? What they trying to buy? What seeds they plant? That's what you call planting seeds, family. What you planting seeds for? But I'm not looking at America. I'm looking at Africa. What are you collecting money from them for? And then why doesn't it include the people? What it's about? I just heard what's his name? Netanyahu in a speech talking about Africa and Israel should stick together. Certain strategic in certain fields. And I'm like, okay. Said Africa and Israel would be good partners. That would be a good partnership. Okay, if you think so, as long as Africa running it. Hey, I ain't gonna speak against it because it's possible. But I'm gonna tell you the truth. As long as Africa is running it. As long as Africa is running the show and they don't allow others to rule over them when they got it's all about your game. You got the resources to play the game. They don't have no resources to play the game. They need your resources. They talking about that land is the land that God promised to the children of Israel. I don't know, because they need your resources. They need your animals. Why ain't they cultivating like the people will say yesteryear, who they say they were? Why they ain't cultivating the land? Why they ain't planting? The same policy that's over there with them is probably the same policy they follow here. Catch you planting, we're gonna take you. You're gonna be planting nothing. How dare you plant your own food? That's crazy. But we woke now. We are God's special people. We are special people. God's special people. And God wants you to show, you already showing the world. But it's got to be some inclusion. You got to be the head. With that talent comes a responsibility. To whom much is given, trust me, much is required of you. Most High, it's a thing He requires of you. People, that's why he made you the best. That's why you Rolls Royce of sports. You know, your cooking. I'm just looking all up and down the TikTok and the shorts on the YouTube, and I'm seeing all these people for their first time getting a taste. This is evidence, family. I'm not just sitting here talking, and I'm not talking bad about the nation. I'm highlighting the fact that so-called Negroes, you are God's chosen people, and you are special and have a godly special about you because you represent the kingdom of heaven. Clock in with a religion or not. This is your natural, this is who you are, family. In real life. That's why things don't work for us. And it's that time you learn why things be, popping off the way they do. Yes, you got some actors that's involved that help to push the agenda, but if you know who you are and whose you are, you know what tree you should be eating from. Certain trees you learn not to eat from no more because you understand what's at stake here. There's something greater at stake, especially as his people. When people see you, it's like you don't understand it, but they know. It's like the greatest came on the scene. You know, greatness done came on the scene, family. And a lot of people don't like it. I'll tell you flat out. I don't know why they're not supporting the information that's coming out. This is why black people are so talented. This is why you got all these talents and gifts. It's because you God's chosen people. And he's going to continue, and it's going to continue to be magnified. And the only foundation that it could be based on is biblical wisdom. Knowing that you descendants of the 12 tribes of Israel. I read Genesis 28 when Isaac when Isaac gave Jacob the covenant and told him, go get a wife from his mother's brother's house. Shemite people, man, they didn't go to no other house. He told them, don't go to the Canaanites, but rather go to your mama's brother's house. Those were, Laban and them were Shemites. His mama is a Shemite. His daddy is a Shemite. These are Shemitic people from the land of Shem. So, you are a great people, family. But a lot of us don't know it. That's why that song that young man made, Kendrick Lamar, rings so true and powerful. No, they not like us, family. But as far as Drake, y'all got it wrong. Y'all like talking about oh, he Jewish. No, he ain't. You are of your daddy, whatever your daddy is. His daddy a Negro like you and me. I don't care if you like him or not, but that's the facts. His daddy is a Negro like you and me. You are you are of your father's house. Your father's bloodline determines. Your father. Yeah, bloodline determines your pedigree. Bloodline. Your father. So you are what your father is. Now, in all this pseudo world information and these I keep saying Christianity because it's Christians that follow science. And regular people, but these regular people are members of some Christian organization or group. I say organization or group because that's what it is, family. They didn't get up yesterday and said, okay, let me read this Bible and study this Bible and see who the Most High talking to. And I'm going to stop talking about that because now we know the Israelites, it's time to build. You got to build, family. He gave you the earth. You got to build. You're the keepers. It reminds you of Adam, during Adam and Eve's time. About one man, sin came into the world. Well, about us, we're going to establish the kingdom. The earth was built for our sake, family. I'm not giving it to them. They can share in it, but all that's over with. I don't care about what who got going, or you know who, what, when, well. I don't care about none of that. We on kingdom business, and people should be had enough of fucking with them. They business ain't good. I don't care how much money they got. Y'all should talk against who, or goddamn just sign to replace that. And if you don't got that, mean you need to get off your ass and get up and get it. Put it in motion, family. We want to see some motion. We don't want to keep hearing about no, well, we ain't got this or that. We should do this. We're going to leave your ass over there on the curb. Support the movement, family. That's what's up. You got to support the cause. Don't be scared, family. It's time to realign yourself with your higher self. This is what this is about. This don't got nothing to do with religion or none of that. Yeah, you're going to hear me talking about Christianity because that's the lie they sold us. And we got to tear all that down. All spiritual wickedness in high places. Who in high places? Them. Who doing all the spiritual wickedness? Them. They ain't standing on the kingdom's law. Every time you look up, our people are debating. You got the Israelites and the Christians debating. Well, imagine if all of us just came together under one common accord because of the word led you there. Not because my preacher said this or my mama or my daddy, because you was led of the Spirit, family. Imagine if the Christians and the Hebrews came together. We'll take over the world. Real talk. Well, how can we do this? Based on the word, and Christ is the king who's making you like him, who the Father is making you like him. He's the template for you. Don't reject Israel. Israel know what they talking about, bro. Now, all of us might not know what we talking about because I don't follow that doctrine of the Gentiles ain't coming to the kingdom. Get that out of here. That's a lie from the pits of hell. There's going to be a lot of Gentiles. And a lot of them might be in position of leadership, bro. I know you ain't never heard that one, but they just might. Messiah building this kingdom. Yeah, Israel are his people. But that don't mean everything the Father's created is only surrounded around you. Are you crazy? I tell you, I don't care what. Yeah, you, it matters to you in every way. First and foremost, yeah. But not just you. Them boys don't know what they talking about. I don't care who it is. They don't know what they talking about. I respect them. They ain't got nothing but appreciation for them with the love of Christ. But all that, no, that ain't nothing but, I don't know what it is. And I ain't going to accuse them, but I can read the word for myself, and I know better than that. Now, how I overcome them that's been doing all this, you got to come out of the world, come out of the corporations. Following them, like y'all mad at them for getting rid of DEI. No, get mad at yourself and getting more involved in the kingdom. Because when you're involved with the king and the kingdom, he's gonna make you a ruler. You ain't gonna be looking to them. You're gonna be looking to employ their ass. They ain't gonna get it right. They ain't got it right. You gotta get it right. And that's the message that's going forth from this platform. Let's do business, real business as godly people. We are special people, God's special people. In real life, reality. You the people they read about every Sunday. Don't get that away, family. You better hold fast to it. Real talk. You better hold fast to that thing. All right, shalom, peace, and blessings. I'm going to make some Israelite clothes so I can promote and set the new agenda. There's a new agenda in the kingdom. Children have awakened, baby. They shook too. I don't know why. They shook, family. I'm gonna go with the spirit. I'm gonna go with the reason and righteousness. Under the right rulership. There's only one king. Can't be no contenders, y'all. You gotta put the fakes to the back. Got no time for fake ones. That's how we moving, y'all. Anyway, shalom. Peace and blessings with the love of Christ. We got now